Hey guys, I'm a little sick, so you're gonna hear me sounding a little manly. Let me turn my volume up. I don't know if that matters. Um, it's 9 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. Everybody usually hates Mondays, but I don't know. I feel like I work 7 days a week, so Monday comes and I'm like, what's the difference? Like I was working yesterday, it doesn't really matter. Um, I just was getting through the stuff that I had to do today, and I thought I'd do a really quick Facebook Live because I have I'm a creature of habit. I'm somebody that um is very set in her ways. Like I'm almost like a serial killer. Like there is method to my madness. Like I do the same things every single day, and that's how I function. That's how I get through work. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about something that I do that really helps me push forward through my agenda, like what I have to do every given moment. And it's the trick, the secret in my sauce, truly, is being able to break tasks down into the smallest components and tracking and um, writing things that I have to do in those bullet points. So if like for Monday, for example, so I started running. Okay, I didn't even talk to Audrey. I'm sure as soon as she hears this, she's gonna lose her mind. But I started running again. And I'm not really writing about it because I just started and I'm probably gonna fail at it eventually. But I started running, and so in order to confirm and ensure that I'm going to continue running, I'm putting it in my calendar as a task, as a to do. So every morning when I open up my planner and I'm like, what do I have to do today? One of my to dos is run a mile. I'm only running a mile a day because I'm not a runner. So that's a really big deal for me to run a mile. So, it's like, okay, this draft is due, get this post, lunch money due for this kid, whatever it is that I have on my task. And then it's like, run a mile, bitch. Like, don't forget that mile. I can't just wake up and go, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna run a mile today. Like, no, it has to be something that needs to be checked off in my to-do list. And I use that attitude with everything that I do. So it's really important for me, like if I'm logo searching. So I actually just commented on somebody. Daisy was asking about logos. She wanted a new logo designer. If I was in the market for a new logo, I would actually take my planner or my to-do list, however you want to do it, and I would, for a certain amount of days, I would say, research 3 or 4 planners. The next day, check out favorite websites and get a feel for the tone, the colors. Go on Pinterest and check out color schemes. I break it down by task. I can't just say the high level, get a new logo. Like that doesn't work for me. I need to really drill down to the lowest level of task, and then I split it out to however many days that I feel like it needs to happen. So that's even when I have a post due for my site, I pretty much I take several days to back it up. So I'm like, okay, take the photos, write the draft, submit, should get the draft back by this day, revisions, upload. Like I have that all written down. It's not just like post due. Like, no, I have to write it out in a way where it's bite-sized and it's manageable and it's functional. And so when you look at my to-do, it almost seems very overwhelming, but everything that I have to do is super easy because I have it in such a way that I could just bang them out left and right, and that makes it, I can get through my to-do list, and I'm that much more productive. So and actually, Kelly, it's really funny that you said that. I was a coder. I used to be a consultant before being a blogger. I used to work for Accenture, and I did front-end design. So that's actually really funny that you're saying that, because that's probably why I think the way I do. I used to do front-end design. That was my background. That's what I did. So yeah, maybe that's why my brain works that way. So that to me is, maybe think of your life that way. And if you ever are trying to do an overwhelming task and it is too much, like you're like, I don't know how I'm going to write this book. I don't know how I'm going to start this new website. I don't know how I'm going to get this new subscription box off the ground. I don't know how I'm going to X, Y, and Z. Break it down to the most simplest of terms and give yourself things to do every single day, and you will get there. I mean, you will definitely get there by the end of the week, by the end of the day, and then most certainly by the end of the month. And I never feel sickeningly overwhelmed when I look at my day. I mean, when I open up the page, it's like, oh my gosh, I have like 30 things to do. But then when I read them, I'm like, okay, this is fine. I can get this done in like 2 hours. It's not a problem. So that's my secret. And, you know, like even with fitness, like what I said, I'm really finding, and I have never done this before. This is the first time in my life that I've included fitness in my planner. Me writing it and me looking at it and going, okay, you have to run a mile. Ugh. But I'm like, I got to do it. It's in my planner. I wrote it. Like, I have to get this done. This is one of the things I have to check off. Like, I don't like not finishing my days. So it's working for me. So that's just a thought. I'm putting it out there. You know, if you have any tricks about how you can get your stuff done, what works for you, I would love to hear it, because that's definitely, like, I'm always open to hearing, you know, other people's best practices, because, you know, we're all here to learn. That's what the whole point of this is. But that really, 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 really works for me. And I've actually been this way since high school. I was very, I was all over the place until, you know, I can actually pinpoint in my life people who have changed me. That is the honest to God truth. So when I was in high school, I met this boy, and he was my best friend for many, many years. And he was so, he was so like straight laced, and he taught me about spreadsheets, and he was a list maker. I mean, he was really, really like this. He was like an avid list maker. And he made me become that way. And he really, truly changed me to become a list maker, and like, let's get a spreadsheet and let's figure out. And this, and like, he just molded me into that way. And I do think about him sometimes, because he really shaped my direction into being who I am today. Like, he is a pillar in my life, and that is the honest to God truth. So if there's something that you have done or learned in your life, Deborah, please. I make lists about my list. Like I am psychotic. I make lists for my husband. I'm like, hey babe, like, here's what you have to do today. I mean, I don't know if he likes it, but I mean, he you know, 15 years later, he's still tolerating it. So I guess he has no choice. But we are a list making household. So that's it. If you have any tips, leave them below. And I'm sorry about my raspy voice, but I think I'm gonna lose my voice by tomorrow. It's on its way out. And until next time, bye.